right. Good evening, folks, and welcome to the special meeting call for there's one item on, there's actually two items on the agenda for this special meeting of the Board of Directors. And that is to select a new president. As I announced before, I will be stepping down as both a director and as the president on effective November 30th, 2008. So we're here. The first item on the agenda for this special meeting is to select my successor, and then the second will be to select a director. So without any further delay, then I'd like to get someone to make a nomination for my successor. Yes, Rich.
I want to nominate Thomas Wiggins for the office of president to fill the vacancy that's created by you stepping down from the president.
Yeah, effective the 30th of
November.
Right.
Right.
Thomas,
Can I
is there
say a
anything?
little?
Yeah, you
something
can
about
please say something about Thomas and.
Time I know Thomas, he's a gentleman, first of all. He's devoted to improving the Galaxy. He works hard and gives lots of time for the Galaxy. He's a problem solver, and he has suggestions on how to solve problems. And it would be a great asset to have him as the president of the board.
Feeny?
Well, like I
Excuse me.
nominated him.
Only the are you making a nomination?
Oh, no, only them?
No,
Or-
no, but the procedure is that the person who nominates may, if he or she wishes, say a few words about the candidate, but that's the end of it. There is
Okay, very
no
good.
further speaking about it.
All right, then we go into a vote. All right.
Unless there are any more nominations.
Are there any more nominations at this point?
I just want to say I refuse to vote because it's a violation of our bylaws, and Mr. Otero should resign first.
Okay, thank you.
On the record.
Are there any other nominations other than Thomas? No? Then all those in favor of having Thomas as our next president, effective November 3rd, actually December 1st, right? 2007. All those in favor? 2008, I'm sorry. All those in favor? Okay. All those opposed? Okay, let the record show that, yes, Lauren?
I would like to say that I also am refusing to vote, even though I think that Thomas is a terrific candidate. I think he's going to make a great president.
Okay.
However, I cannot vote on this because the bylaws state, whether you say shall or may or anything else, that we can only vote on vacancies, and right now there isn't a vacancy. So with
Okay.
regret, I'm not voting.
Thank you. And I guess for the purpose of clearing this up for the homeowners and those that are in here, council, can you please clear this up? Okay, the vote was 5 in favor and 4 that did not vote.
I would like to put on record that I also am not voting because I consider this to be an illegally constituted meeting.
All right, thank you.
I agree with the other three directors. Thomas, I think, would be a great president, and I think would help bring the board together. But for the same reasons as the other three directors stated, I also am refusing to
Good,
vote.
all right, thank you. Thank you very much for at least being here. Council,
Okay, well, the meeting is held in accordance with the bylaws, proper notice went out, and your bylaws do not address the situation that you have here tonight, where you have resignations that are effective in the future. The Nonprofit Corporation Act, however, does address this situation, and section, put my glasses on for a second, 15A:6-5B addresses it precisely. And it provides that unless the bylaws or the certificate of incorporation provide otherwise, which yours do not, that a board can fill a vacancy, and that the resigning officer or director can vote to fill that vacancy if the resignation is to take place in the future. And this resignation is effective November 30th, so Mr. Otero has every right to sit here and vote on his replacement, and the board has every right to hold this meeting and to elect the replacements by statute.
Or a
Yes.
bylaw supersede.
No, Mr. DeLuca, you're wrong about that. You have said that time and again, and you are not correct.
You use it whenever it's convenient for you, which is.
No, Mr.
supersedes
DeLuca,
law.
and I am sick and tired of your insults.
Not an insult.
Anymore,
Not an
and-
insult.
it is an insult.
No,
It's an
it's not.
insult to my integrity as an attorney and to my ability as an attorney, and I resent it, and I will not tolerate it anymore.
You don't have a problem insulting me.
Point of order.
All right,
Point of order.
all right, folks, let's.
Please raise your hand if you want to speak.
No, he did raise his hand, but however,
Sorry, I didn't see it.
that's enough, okay.
Well, I just wanna say it's an opinion.
Yes, yeah, no, thank
It's an
you.
opinion, and, you know, what merit should we give to any opinion he gives? Look where he's brought us.
Again, Mike, I think, okay, your point is well taken and it's been stated. Thank you. All right, so if not, you got the vote on that, recorded as far as the, okay, it was 5 in favor and 4
For abstentions.
4 did not abstain, yeah, 4 abstained. In favor were Thomas, Wiggins,
I refuse to vote because of the abstention.
they failed to,
That's an abstention.
all right. Slava Lerner, Lou Otero, Richard Miller, and Feeny Strooms are all in favor of electing Thomas as your next president. Good luck, Thomas. I can only tell you that. I'm sure that Mr. Allen
You
will
need it.
send you the same thing. He sent me black roses. I don't know where he got them from, but
I
that's what he sent me.
have 2 dozens already.
All right, so, I thought it was, all right, so let's move on to the second item on this, on the agenda for this meeting, and that is the actual selection of a director to fill the term, ending at the next election, which will be in March, and that is as a director from Tower 3. So now, we had a total of 3 candidates that came forward and were interviewed by the board, or at least 2 were interviewed by the full board, and again, one gentleman was here this afternoon at 6 p.m., which only 5 directors showed up for that meeting to interview that person. So, are there any, would somebody like to, out of the 3 candidates?
I wish to nominate Jonathan Heffler as a director to fill the vacancy which will be created on November 30th when Director Otero resigns. His term will be until the next election.
Okay, very
Would you
good.
like to say something?
Yes.
Okay. I was very impressed by his background and by the interview that we conducted yesterday, and I feel he will be an asset to this board and the work of the Galaxy.
Thank you. And all we need to do is just vote on that, right, Jim?
Yes, unless there are any further nominations.
Are there any other nominations?
I would just like to say I refuse to vote on this, so it's another violation of the bylaws.
Okay,
You should be resigning right now.
thank you. Anybody else?
Yeah, I agree with Mike,
Okay,
same
yeah.
reasons, I think Jonathan would be,
I think you'd be a terrific
Could be a
person on the
good-
board, however, I just can't do it.
Okay,
and if we just haven't had enough time to interview as many people as may have come forward if we gave them proper notice. I don't think proper notice was given for people to come forward to serve as a director.
point noted. Thank you. Barbara?
I also would refuse to vote for the same reasons, and I also believe that the proper notice provision is important. There are many owners here who have apartments in more than one district, and they were not notified. Only owners in District 3 were notified, but there are many instances of people with units in more than one district who were not given notice. And we had only one evening to interview people. The directors who were not able to make it earlier this evening were not notified that another interview was taking place this evening. Thank you.
Okay, great. So, no further comments, all in favor of allowing Mr. Heffler to step up and take my place, effective, I guess, December 1st of 2008, as director for District 3 for the